me now is my first newsmaker today, the BJP spokesperson, Dr. Sambit Patra. Appreciate your joining us, Dr. Patra. Every time I see this photograph with your caption that you put, Pulitzer lovers, a little boy over his grandfather's dead bodies, and you have captioned it Pulitzer lovers ? I must ask you, where is your empathy, Dr. Patra? Why are you mocking a tragedy, a terror tragedy like this in this manner?
Rajdeep, first let me give out the complete tweet. It's a set of two tweets, in fact, and you would see that the first tweet reads about Pulitzer lovers, which is a gang I consider, just as we consider that Khan Market gang and, in fact, Lutyens gang is not a geographical location. It is about a thought process.
What is the thought process, for God's sake, Dr. Patra, for God's sake? What is the need to caption it with Pulitzer lovers? You are mocking a tragedy.
Don't have to shout. Just a second. I'll tell you. Who are the Pulitzer lovers? I'll tell you. You'll get all your answers, Mr. Rajdeep. Be calm. Heart-wrenching, but still there is a lobby which would either be silent or try and find everyone else's fault, but would stop short from pinning down either the terrorists or their overground workers. Shame on these Pulitzer lovers. Of course, you remember the Pulitzer Award was given to 3, in fact, photojournalists of India?
Yes.
And what were the pictures? I have the pictures. I don't want to waste, in fact, time by showing the pictures. The pictures were how, as fact, Indian army was occupying Kashmir. The pictures were attack on Indian army. Today we have a picture where we see the Indian army protecting a scarred 3-year-old kid. And well, yes, where is the Pulitzer Award lovers
No,
now?
1 minute. 1 minute. First of all, you, Mr. Dr. Patra, you obviously have no clue of the Kashmir Valley or how photojournalists function in the Kashmir Valley. Obviously, you're clueless about that.
No, I have all the clues,
the
sir. You don't have the clues, sir. I have
they
every
are caught
clue.
in the crossfire between terrorists
sir,
on one side and
sir. Don't underestimate
the
me. Just a second, Mr. Rajdeep. You have asked me a question, let me answer. Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai, I'm an Indian. I know about Kashmir and have every clue about what's happening where, because I'm the spokesperson of the biggest political party of the world.
Yes, so
I know there is
that's exactly it. The biggest political party spokesperson should label a photograph as Pulitzer lovers.
Of course.
You are insulting people in the process. You are insulting everyone who has fought valiantly also in the valley.
We are insulting, we are exposing people, sir. Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai, first and foremost, you have asked me a question. Remember what the previous president had said to you? If you call people for interviews, don't insult them by shouting
I'm
at
not
them.
insulting,
Keep
sir.
cool.
I'm disturbed. I thought better of you, Dr. Patra. That's all. I'm disturbed.
You are disturbed, so you have asked a question. You are disturbed. Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai, you are disturbed. That is why you are asking a question. And don't disturb me now, because I'm answering your question. I'm trying to take down your disturbance. Number one, what's wrong in this picture? Let me tell you, this picture should go to every corner of the globe. Every house in the world should possess that picture, because this picture speaks volumes. This picture shows the heartlessness of jihad. This picture speaks about Pak-sponsored terrorism. This picture says as to how people are orphaned in Jammu and Kashmir just because of the fact that there are a set of people in Pakistan and their overground workers here in India who try to wage jihad against India, number one.
Yes.
Number two, there were a set of people in this, Omar Abdullah, PDP chief, who was saying that the army was the one which was responsible. And look at you, Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai, you were not disturbed because of that. You were disturbed because I rightly tried to expose the ones who loved the Pulitzer pictures which showed India in dark lights, which demeaned India, which demeaned India's army. Those pictures are fine.
Can I tell you at the moment, Dr. Patra, 1 minute, the son of the 60-year-old civilian Bashir Ahmed who died, says his father was brought down from the vehicle and killed by the CRPF. The father of this boy, look, this incident is shrouded in claims and counter-claims. My limited point to you is, when such an incident takes place, surely you must wait, press the pause button before you tweet in the manner that you do. Here is the father of the son of the 60-year-old civilian saying his father was brought down from vehicle and killed by CRPF. That's what Ashraf Wani, Aaj Tak's correspondent, is reporting.
Rajdeep,
yes.
Can I ask you a question in return?
Yes.
You are an ace journalist. You were an ace reporter once upon a time. The question is, Rajdeep, what do you believe? What do you believe? That the CRPF pulled this old gentleman and killed him, in fact, in cold blood?
Sir,
what do you believe?
I would like to trust my armed forces. I would like to trust my armed forces. I am not on the ground. I am not on the ground. Ashraf Wani, our reporter, is on the ground. All I am saying, sir, whatever happens, is this a moment to mock a tragedy?
My answer,
it's a tragedy.
Rajdeep, just a second. I have not completed.
A 6-year-old boy has lost his grandfather.
Rajdeep, first and foremost, this is terrorism. Just a second, this is terrorism, get it right. And Rajdeep, I asked you a question, you said,
I agree.
I would like to.
We are united against terror.
You would, just a second, Mr. Rajdeep, you don't have to shout over me. Mr. Rajdeep, I want to be calm. You should be calm so that people can understand. Thank you. Rajdeep, when I asked you, what do you believe? You said, I would like to believe my army. You would like and love to believe your army, but I believe my army. I don't have to ask anyone, Ashraf Wani or whoever that reporter of yours is, I don't have to ask him that whatever was said was wrong. I'll tell you why his father said so. Because this is what happens in Kashmir. If he would have said otherwise, he would also have been eliminated by the terrorists. That is the way people had been living in the garb of fear in Kashmir. Gradually, thankfully, after abrogation of Article 370, after the
violence continues. After the abrogation in August of last year, the violence continues.
No, Mr. Rajdeep, don't transgress. Don't transgress. Now you said that this is a tragic picture. Why should I show this picture? Let me tell you, Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai, this picture should be shown by India in the United Nations Assembly session.
Sir, please show the picture, but why do you need the caption? Why do you need to mock the tragedy of a 3-year-old boy? I will ask you in conclusion, Dr. Patra, what will you tell that 3-year-old boy when he grows up? What will you tell that 3-year-old boy when he grows up, Dr. Patra?
I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell the 3-year-old boy that he is an Indian. He always was an Indian, but still in India there were people who had supported Pakistan. I would tell the 3-year-old boy when he becomes 30 that there were people who in fact were responsible for the death of your grandfather because they all the way supported jihad. I will tell the 3-year-old when he gets 30-year-old that there were news anchors who said that I would have loved to in fact believe the Indian army, but I did not because some Ashraf Wani somewhere said that Indian army pulled out.
Misinterpret my words. I said I like to believe the Indian army, but I will also go by the version that my reporter gives on the ground.
You would like,
please do not misquote me.
You have been caught red-handed. You have been caught. No, I'm not misquoting you, sir. Your exact words were, I would have liked to believe my army. And I say, I believe my army. If you believe, you say, I believe. You do not have to say, I like to believe, number one. But I don't want to transgress.
Yes.
Let me tell you the importance of this picture. I was just saying that when you interfered. Remember that lady representative of Pakistan showing one picture in United Nations, and the picture was a Palestinian woman's picture, and on the garb of the picture she said that this is how we have atrocity in Kashmir. Did you know where the picture come from? The picture came from the Communist Party of India because that picture was used as a poster in Kerala. The Congress and the Communist Party's picture was used in United Nations against India. I want that this picture should become the picture of representation across the globe that this is what jihadists, Pakistanis and the jihadi supporters, the left, liberal, Islamist
you are not going to apologize. You are not going to apologize for the kind of lack of empathy that you have shown by labeling this picture with Pulitzer Award. Please show the picture. There was no need for the label.
Sorry, sir. The Dia Mirzas and the Dadlanis have to apologize.
Okay.
The Dia Mirzas, the Dadlanis, the Swara Bhaskars have. Where are they? Where are they? Where are their placards? Why aren't they ashamed today to be an Indian? They were ashamed yesterday to be an Indian. Where are they?
Okay.
Where are their placards?
Okay.
Why aren't they ashamed that there's jihad sponsored by Pakistan? Where are their placards?
Let's leave it there, Dr. Patra. This is not about placards. As I said, this is about basic human empathy. A 3-year-old boy has tragically lost
this is about placards,
his grandfather.
Sir. This is about placards.
We are one on the issue of terror. We must strike out against jihadi terror, but we must first show empathy for innocent citizens. That's where we differ. I don't think you showed empathy. You do. You believe you did. Let's leave it there. We agree to disagree. Thank you very much, Dr. Patra, as always.